It's an educational video by Patanjali Rishikul Prayagraj, Class 4th, Subject EVS 1, Topic Map Work, and we'll be taking up the chapter The Indo-Gangetic Plain. Hello children, how are you all? I hope you all are doing well. I hope you all are healthy, happy, and you all are keeping safe at your respective places. So, today's video is all about map work. Before getting to know about map work, first let's get to know what is a map. You all must have been studying about a map, what is a map since class 3rd, right? What is a map? A map is a flat drawing on a sheet of paper. What is the need behind doing a map work? Quite recently, we did a map work based on the chapter India and the Northern Mountains. We have studied about India and the Northern Mountains. We have studied about the physical features, right? So, for a proper and a better understanding, map work is done. For us to geographically locate the places, for us to get our concepts clear, we conduct a map work, right? So we have already done the map work for the chapter India and the Northern Mountains. Now it's time for us to conduct a map work based on the chapter the Indo-Gangetic Plain. Let's see what this map work is going to teach us all. So children, there are two maps. The first map talks about the states that are a part of the Indo-Gangetic Plain. I would recommend you to opt for an India political map instead of an India physical map. Why? Because if you are opting for an India political map, the states are already drawn. So it won't be that difficult for you, because in case of an India physical, first you need to draw the states and then you will be marking. So I would recommend you to opt for an India political map. Alright. So there are 5 states as per your book that are a part of your Indo-Gangetic Plain. Let's see what all states are there one by one. The first state that they have mentioned is Punjab. If you look at the northern portion of your country, the northern portion is somewhere here where Punjab lies. Punjab is that state that shares its boundary line with Pakistan. Pakistan is definitely here because it's not a part of your India, right? So it lies here, and a state which shares its boundary line with Pakistan. So let's look at these particular states. Now this can't be Punjab because this is the western portion of your country. This is very big for Punjab. Punjab is not this big a state, right? So this can't be Punjab. Talking about these two states now. Now this state doesn't share its boundary line with Pakistan. So definitely that means this is Punjab. So what you will be doing is you will be mentioning the name of your the name of the state that you are talking about, that is Punjab. You will state it here. This is your Punjab. Okay. Now after Punjab, the next state that we need to find is Haryana. Haryana shares its boundary line with Punjab. So that means we'll be focusing on the states that shares its boundary with Punjab, right? So what all states are there? This is that one state, this one. The other one that shares its boundary line with Punjab is here. And the third is this. Haryana obviously is a very small state, and this can't be Haryana because this state seems to be a big one. So this is out of your option. These two are there. But another feature about Haryana is that Haryana lies just under Punjab. So that means this portion can definitely be Haryana. This doesn't lies under Punjab. So that means this portion, this particular state is your Haryana. So let's mark it as Haryana. Moving on to the third state. Third state is the state that we belong to, that is Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh is a fairly bigger state. So plus Uttar Pradesh shares its boundary line with Haryana. So that means we'll be focusing on the states that are next to Haryana, or the ones that share the boundary with Haryana. So here is this one state, the other one is here, that these two are the states that shares their boundaries with Haryana. This can't be Uttar Pradesh because this particular state lies in the western portion of our country, whereas Uttar Pradesh lies to the right hand side of Haryana, right? It doesn't lies at the western or the west or the left hand side. So that means this particular portion, this particular state is your Uttar Pradesh. So all you need to do is you need to mark it as Uttar Pradesh. Next we have is Bihar. Bihar is at the eastern portion of our country, and plus it is right next to Uttar Pradesh. It is again sharing its boundary line with Uttar Pradesh. So the eastern portion, we can consider this one. We can consider this one. These are the states that are sharing their boundary line with the Uttar Pradesh and are at the eastern portion, right? So Bihar is right next to UP, not under UP. So that means this portion is your Bihar. Okay. Next we have West Bengal. West Bengal is at the eastern portion of your country and shares its boundary line with Bangladesh. Bangladesh is not a part of India. That means this is that country that will be Bangladesh because it's not a part of your country, right? And then we'll be opting for the states that share their boundary with Bangladesh. So let's see, this can be that one state that shares its boundary line with Bangladesh, and that is why this will be your West Bengal. It is connected to Bihar. Yes, it does shares its boundary. If you can see here, it does shares its boundary line with Bihar, and at the same time it shares its boundary line with Bangladesh as well. So this will be your West Bengal. Now if you look at the map, plus if you go through the book, there in your book it talks about a few parts of Assam as well, but majority of the portions that are a part of your map and your Indo-Gangetic plain are these 5 states. So we'll be focusing on these 5 states only. We'll not talk about Assam because they are talking there about a few portions of Assam in a map, because your map is very small, so it becomes very difficult for us to mark those few portions. So we'll skip Assam. All right. Now what you can do is, in order to, if there's a question that talks about marking the places that falls under Indo-Gangetic plain, what you can do is you can shade the portions that you think, or the states that you've said that come under Indo-Gangetic plain. You can simply shade Punjab. You don't have to make your map dirty. Please make sure you don't make your map work dirty, right? And at the same time you can shade also, right? Then you have UP, then you have Bihar, so you will be shading Bihar, and then you have West Bengal. So in this way you have shaded the entire Indo-Gangetic plain, as well as you have marked the 5 states that come under Indo-Gangetic plain.